Hello, my friends. It's Mr. Alviar. I'm here to read to you another chapter of the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane. And boy, is he about to have an amazing, all but horrible journey. We'll get to that in just a minute. Before I start, I want to wish a very happy birthday to a few students. And if I forget your birthday, or if I'm not recognizing you as having a birthday, or I apologize. I know there are students right now who are having birthdays because they told me. So if you haven't told me, I probably don't know, and I apologize. And if you did tell me and I've forgotten, I apologize. But happy birthday to you. The special happy birthday goes out to, let's see here, Hudson, who has a birthday tomorrow, and a former student of mine, Will Poley, as well. Will, I won't say it. Oh, Will. And let's see here. And a happy birthday to a Baxter, who had a birthday over the weekend. And I think Declan has a birthday coming up. And let's see here. Wesley D has, or just had a birthday as well. So happy birthday to all of you. And I hope to see you tomorrow night when I surprise one of you or two of you at the birthday parade. So it starts at 7:20. Shh, don't tell. Okay, here we go. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, Chapter 6. At the end of Chapter 5, we left off with this. And so it was that Edward did not go flying back into the dirty hands of Martin. Instead, Edward Tulane went overboard. Chapter 6. How does a China rabbit die? Can a China rabbit drown? Is my hat still on my head? These were the questions that Edward asked himself as he went sailing out over the blue sea. The sun was high in the sky, and from what seemed to be a very long way away, Edward heard Abilene call his name. "Edward!" she shouted. "Come back!" Come back? Of all the ridiculous things to shout, thought Edward. As he tumbled, ears over tail through the air, he managed to catch one last glimpse of Abilene. She was standing on the deck of the ship, holding on to the railing with one hand. In the other hand was a lamp. No, it was a ball of fire. No, Edward realized it was his gold pocket watch that Abilene held in her hand. She was holding it up high, and it was reflecting the light of the sun. My pocket watch, he thought. I need that. And then Abilene disappeared from view, and the rabbit hit the water with such tremendous force that his hat blew off his head. That answers that question, thought Edward, as he watched the hat dance away on the wind. And then he began to sink. He sank and sank and sank. He kept his eyes open the whole time, not because he was brave, but because he had no choice. His painted-on eyes witnessed the blue water turning to green and then to blue again. They watched as it finally became as black as night. Edward went down and down. He said to himself, "If I am going to drown, certainly I would have done so by now." Far above him, the ocean liner with Abilene aboard it sailed blithely on, and the China Rabbit landed, finally, on the ocean floor, face down. And there, with his head in the muck, he experienced his first genuine and true emotion. Edward Tulane was afraid. I'm afraid. That poor rabbit. Can you imagine what it must feel like to be all alone at the bottom of the ocean, face down in the muck, knowing that the ship you were tossed off of is sailing away with the one person in your life who absolutely adores you, and you possibly adore them. What a horrible thing to happen to someone's stuffed animal. I shouldn't say stuffed. Sorry, Edward. To someone's friend. I'm having a text-to-text moment right now. How many of you remember the Newsella article about the little girl who left her animal at the hotel? Me too. I'm remembering that, and I'm remembering a bunch of you telling me stories that were similar, writing me the stories, the events that happened to you where you might have left something behind. I know, I'm remembering Kinsey's story about a necklace. It's not an animal, but it's something that you hold dear, right? I'm remembering someone else's story about leaving a stuffed animal somewhere behind. I'm remembering Baxter's story about his little brother, Tucker, whose dad earned a stuffed toy animal for him and gave it to him, and he was so happy, and he carried it everywhere, and then left behind, and that was just heartbreaking. And as a dad, I know how that feels to see your child heartbroken. I can imagine how Abilene's parents are going to feel when they hear the news that Edward Tulane has been tossed overboard. How does that make you feel? What would you do if you were Abilene? What do you think her parents are going to say? And how does this tie into Pellegrina's story? I'm still perplexed by that. I am. I know that some of you had tried to explain it to me, but I am really perplexed by that story. I really am. I'm still trying to put it all together. Maybe in the next few chapters, it'll just magically come to me. I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's not one of those stories that gets told within the story that is just a freaky story, and then at the end of the book, we still don't figure out what the freaky story was about. I hope not, because I really want to know. Anyhow, you know what time it is. It's time for you to go and brush those teeth because you ate a lot of sugar today. I can tell. I know. I didn't, for once, I didn't. Scout's honor. Oh, wait, is that how you do it? No, maybe it's this way. No, maybe it's this. No, that's nano. I think it's this way. Yeah. Scout's honor. I didn't. I was pretty darn good today. I did eat some honey-coated peanuts, though. Yeah, that is sugar. But not as much as the day before. Okay. So go brush your teeth, because I can tell you ate a lot of sugar today. I know it. McConnie. I knew it. You had too much Cocoa Puffs this morning. I know. All right, so brush his teeth. Make sure you do it nice. Don't forget to brush your tongue too. I forgot to remind you of that last week. Brush your tongue, the roof of your mouth. Get it all done. Rinse, spit it out. Wash your hands, wash your face. Don't forget to get behind your ears. My dad used to take a wash rag and wash her faces behind her ears, and it used to drive me crazy, but I do it to this day now. So don't forget to wash behind your ears. All right, then get into your pajamas. Make sure you tell everyone you love them, right? You got to do it. It's important. I know it seems a little silly, but you got to do it. You got to keep doing it even when you're an adult. Yeah, I tell my mom I love her all the time. Talk to her on the phone. I love you, Mom, when we say goodbye. You can do it too. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. That was a little bit strange. Hey, have you noticed that the M in the Mariners is doing something there? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling goofy. It's one of those days. Sometimes you just have to be goofy. Yeah. All right. See you tomorrow.